Broadcast Center in Philadelphia. This is CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Right now, the tri-state area is in it for the long haul. It's hot, hazy, and humid, and the sticky weather is going to stick around. Welcome to CBS 3 Eyewitness News. Now streaming live on CBS News Philly. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jim Donald.
And I'm Janelle Burrell. We'll get to our team coverage of the heat wave in just a minute. But first, we are following breaking news for you here this noon. Philadelphia police say a person of interest is now in custody in connection with a sexual assault at a SEPTA station. That alleged assault happening early Monday morning on the Broad and Snyder platform. We have reached out to police to confirm whether the person in custody is the same person seen in surveillance video that was released earlier this week. We're told that a preliminary hearing is now set for early August.
Well, turning to the heat, let's get a live look at the Philadelphia skyline. It's steamy out there. We better get used to it.
Meteorologist Larissa Abreu with our next weather forecast. And Larissa, we've been prepping for this and telling people this is dangerous, so you really need to take precautions.
And that's absolutely right. We've been dealing with the high heat and now high humidity. Coupled with that, it certainly feels, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, miserable out there. We're tracking this high heat and dangerous heat, really. And that's going to stick around over the next several days. In fact, this heat advisory in effect until Sunday. And we are going to be experiencing heat index values ranging between 103, 105. And check this, the National Weather Service has even said that by Thursday and then come Sunday again, we can see heat index values fluctuate as high as 110 degrees. Dew point temperatures out there are quite elevated. It is steamy, it is muggy. We're tracking widespread dew points in the 60s and 70s with bright sunshine and of course that heat. It doesn't feel very nice out there. These are your current conditions. It's 92 in Philly, 91 in Trenton, widespread 90s out towards South Jersey. A little bit of relief found all the way north in the Poconos right now at 83 degrees. It's 88 out towards the Allentown region, 90 at this hour in Reading, 89 in Lancaster. Just about everyone enjoying clear skies. Now the mercury is going to continue to rise eventually. We'll top out at 96 here in the city. Temperatures along the shore remaining in the 80s for the most part, but still steamy there. The sea breeze should help mitigate some of that heat. And up in the Poconos, eventually we'll see those temperatures climb into the low 90s. Jim, Janelle.
All right, Larissa, we'll check back with you in a little bit. Thank you for that. And because of that dangerous heat, health officials are urging you to stay inside, someplace cool if you're able to.
Unfortunately, that's not an option for some Philadelphia residents. Eyewitness News reporter Waukesha Bailey shows us what's being done to help them out.
Well, the temperature is definitely starting to rise, and there's a reason that they call this heat wave dangerously hot. As of right now, Philadelphia is experiencing the longest heat wave of the year. Now, the city has a code red due to extremely hot conditions, and during this time, outreach groups are providing water and resources to our most vulnerable populations to keep them safe. And with temperatures expected to reach close to 100 degrees by the end of the week, doctors are warning people to stay cool and hydrated.
Making sure that we are wearing light-fitting clothing and making sure that we are being in a cool place if we can. And if we can't be in a cool place, visit a cool place, maybe a mall or a senior center for our elders.
I have a huge thing of alkaline water in here that's, I think, dripping, and that's basically what keeps me warm. Also a little bandana, that's all my work.
We're trying to stay safe and beat the heat. So physicians are warning people to be on the lookout for signs of heat exhaustion. Now that includes dizziness, fatigue, cramps, and a rapid pulse. And when it progresses to a heat stroke, people can become confused, start vomiting, and they might stop sweating. Now the doctors are encouraging people that if you do not have to go outdoors right now, don't. Why don't you try things like indoor activities, like head to the art museum? Waukesha Bailey, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Philadelphia Water Department has delayed today's scheduled shutoffs of water service. The department had planned to begin shutoffs for delinquent residential customers after a 2-year hiatus due to the pandemic. However, the department decided not to start water shutoffs just yet because of the heat health emergency that is expected to go into effect tomorrow. The water shutoffs will begin when the heat emergency is lifted. We have information about how people can avoid a shutoff on our website, cbsphilly.com.
And we're not the only ones with temperatures feeling like the triple digits. Cities including Dallas, Washington, D.C., and New York all feeling the heat with a number of excessive heat warnings and alerts now in place. And for the second day in a row, it's expected to be close
approximately 85 are burning in 13 states, charring more than 3 million acres.
If you don't feel safe, you should leave.
I reported a fire at the Hoover Dam.
On the Arizona-Nevada border, part of the Hoover Dam briefly caught fire after a transformer exploded in 109-degree heat. The cause is under investigation. In Fort Worth, EMS agency MedStar is providing donated air conditioning units to vulnerable residents like 86-year-old Lady Francis.
Makes a big difference. Yeah.
Rated 110 degrees, city repair crews are working on one of nearly 200 water mains that have burst in the last 30 days alone, as temperatures consistently hit triple digits.
The ground is drying out, and when it shifts, the water mains can break.
And now, White House officials are warning the heat wave poses a larger threat.
Climate change is a national security issue. It takes away from other tasks and missions when it comes to defending the United States.
So far, no reports of injuries because of the wildfires, but several structures have been lost, and 99% of Texas is in some kind of a drought condition. That only increases the fire danger. The National Weather Service says the state is at risk for significant wildfires as this heat wave continues. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Dallas.
In other news this noon, an attorney is vowing an investigation after a viral video shows a Sesame Place character appearing to ignore two black children.